And this is when we get into a Sar man, right? Because a Sar is a man that basically they wanted to scatter his mind everywhere, even Set. You see what I'm saying? Set, the story of a Sar and a Set, you see what I'm saying, was basically Set. You see what I'm saying?
Jealous of a Sar's rule. Right? Jealousy. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up tricking a Sar into getting into a sarcophagus. You see what I'm saying? So when he tricks a Sar to getting into the sarcophagus, he ends up cutting the sarcophagus up. Like, not only am I going to put you in here and kill you, but when I put you in here and kill you, I'm going to chop your ass up. You see what I'm saying? And put you everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be your whole self right here. Right. Seth knew he was a spiritual being. You see what I'm saying? So he knew, like, you over there and over there. But you can't be your whole, you can't be a Sar. You can be the whole self. And that's where Set comes in. And Haru. You know what I'm saying? That's where Set actually comes in. She puts a Sar back together long enough so they can have Haru. And then Haru, right, redeems a Sar by defeating Set. Many battles with Set, basically, but right, Haru defeats Set. So, divine mind scattered and buried in several territories, bring the glory resurrected, still motions in it. You see what I'm saying? So these are things, you know, I like to say they're constant trends and things we see. The reason it sounded so familiar is because the story of a Sar and a Set is more ancient than the story of Jesus and the devil. You see what I'm saying? The story of a Sar and a Set is more ancient than, you know, other stories of envy. You see what I'm saying? Like Cain and Abel. You see what I'm saying? Older than Cain and Abel. You see what I'm saying? So, these things are prevalent, of course. A Set and Haru, a Sar, a Set, and Haru being three, a trinity. You know, they took out the woman and put Holy Spirit, so it's the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? Right. She's saying she understands that you, right. So we have in Christianity today that we, like, I always looked at it like this. The guys that wrote when the King James version of the Bible came along, those motherfuckers were gay. Okay? They were gay. But they were gay because I guess the women were witches. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want those women. So they were like, nah, you'd be better off trying to get you a divine woman. A divine woman was Holy Spirit. Women with the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't ever have a woman wanted to read Corinthians. You know what I'm saying? Is that Corinthians, Ecclesiastes? But they talk about, well, you should be like me. You know what I'm saying? Like the best thing, like they said, if a man would be better off staying single, because if he get a woman, you see what I'm saying? He gonna want to please the world and please that woman. You know what I'm saying? If he stays single, he'll want to please God. But if you get a girl, you're going to try to buy her stuff and do all this. You ain't going to want to be into God. You're going to want to be into her. You see what I'm saying? But we also couldn't recognize the woman as a Holy Spirit. A queen of the universe, divine woman. You know what I'm saying? I can serve my woman. You see what I'm saying? queen understands how to handle being served. She's a queen. You see what I'm saying? Being served is nothing new to her. You see what I'm saying? So, the Trinity meeting European, or when I'll just say the Trinity meeting when the King James Version came along. Now, when I say the King James Version came along, I want to go into a long explanation, but we know the King James Version wasn't rewritten until what, 1600, 1400, something like that. Just like, a few years ago. Right. The World Translation and some other Bibles, the Bible that's from, like the Jews have it, not the Torah, but a lot of them have the original scripts and things like this. So this Bible is written from it. I'm not going to talk about the levels of deviation, but when I talked about it, with the time frame, it's just that. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a society that's just beginning to develop in every way, like mechanically as well. You see what I'm saying? They're just getting technology, they're just getting medicines, and then they're just getting God and Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So before they had God and Jesus, though with this non-belief in God and Jesus, you see what I'm saying, they end up coming up, they end up getting the Trinity concept. And of course the women are different, and like Malcolm tells us, you can tell a lot by, a woman, we can tell a lot by a nation by how they treat their woman. You see what I'm saying? The woman is the first educator. See what I'm saying? So, again, we're dealing with a Sar set in Heru, and being a full Sar man, which we won't equate with Jesus. Jesus was more like the sun. Jesus was Heru. Heru was the son. He was the divine son, the divine conquering son. Saying? He's the divine conquering son of Joseph and Mary. You know what I'm saying? Came out of Mary, came out of Set, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Heru came out of Set, and the Sar is the divinest man. But of course, being the divinest man, you see what I'm saying? He had a lot of enemies. Just like Jesus. Jesus had whole towns after him. That's real. You see what I'm saying? So, when we get to that, and then having your mind pieced together or having it pieced apart. You see what I'm saying? Having yourself scattered. It's just like I'm a person that multitasks. Do some of the stuff over here and some there. But I obviously can't overdo everything everywhere. You see what I'm saying? I can't do a whole bunch of stuff everywhere, because what is that called? Spreading yourself too thin. Right. You spread yourself too thin. So this is what happened to Asar. He ended up being forced to spread himself too thin. You see what I'm saying? So his woman, right, came and got him. You know what I'm saying? Said, I'm gonna pick up the pieces, you know what I'm saying, and said he's gonna get your ass. You see what I'm saying? So it does take a divine woman. It takes a woman with the Holy Spirit. We get to Christianity and the Trinity, and it's the Father, the Son, Spirit. We had a Set, but then we have a Holy Spirit in Christianity, because of course